California Artist Lucia Mathews by Danielle Onesi. This presentation will introduce significant California artist Lucia Mathews, a profile of the artist, a description of her work, styles, materials, and attributes, her significance as a California artist, and examples of her artwork. Also, the significance of California art, characteristics of California art, and artwork such as Kindred Spirits by Asher B. Durand, The Dowry by Grace Carpenter Hudson, a Yorick Jump Dance Basket, Diamond Jubilee Official Program, and Admission Day 1910 poster. Lucia was born in 1870 in San Francisco, California. Her maiden name is Lucia Kleinens. She grew up with parents who supported her passion to become an artist. After high school, she attended Mills College and also Mark Hopkins University. While at Mark Hopkins University, she met Arthur Mathews, who was a teacher and the director at the school. Shortly after, Lucia and Arthur married in 1894. Lucia then moved to Paris to study at James McNeill Whistler Academy. Lucia's talents came in many forms, but she focused primarily on paintings, murals, furniture design, graphic design, and creating wooden frames for her paintings. In 1906, Lucia and Arthur opened the furniture store in San Francisco shortly after the earthquake that destroyed their studios and a lot of the city. The furniture store sold custom-made furniture, sculptures, decorative screens, paintings, and much more. The store stayed in business until 1920. Here is an example of a decoration that Lucia and Arthur would do on furniture pieces. After opening the furniture store, Lucia and Arthur started a magazine called Philopolis, which included photographs, drawings, limited edition books, and ideas on how to rebuild the city using the arts and crafts philosophy. This philosophy states that beauty should be a part of one's everyday surroundings. The motto of the Philopolis was "Published for those who care." Lucia and her husband Arthur were the leaders of the California decorative style, which incorporated aspects of Oriental design, American Renaissance style, and the arts and crafts movement. Lucia's style was more reductive and flat than her husband's, but it also was a more modern approach to painting. Some of the mediums that Lucia worked with included oil, ink, gouache, and preferably watercolor. Within these mediums, she enjoyed painting subjects such as children, flowers, and the landscape. In this watercolor painting entitled Portrait of a Red-Haired Girl, Lucia focuses on one of her many muses, children. She integrates the oranges from the painting into the frame design to create cohesiveness. Poppies were a favorite subject of Lucia's, along with any kind of flowers. She used polychrome to create this piece called Poppy Box in 1929. This painting is now displayed at the Oakland Museum of California. This oil-on-canvas painting is one that has classic attributes of Lucia's work. The flat style with vibrant colors showcases her California decorative style very well. Though Lucia Mathews had immeasurable influence on the art in California for more than 3 decades, there are many more artists like her who have helped to define California art. What makes them so significant is their noticeable adoration and loyalty to the state of California. These factors set California artists apart from all others and connect them to each other as well. California artists value the beauty of the landscape. California art has always been very influenced by its landscape and natural beauty. This painting, Kindred Spirits, by Asher B. Durand, is a prime example of artists being inspired by California's landscape. This piece was also an icon of the Transcendental movement in California, which was the idea that nature was manifestation of God's creation. California artists value the people and the diverse cultures that make up the state also. Artists were being inspired by the cultural influence they observed and were experiencing around them. Basket weaving was one of the many art forms California had to offer. In this example, called the Dowry, Grace Carpenter Hudson emphasizes the importance of these baskets and how they were admired and valued in the Pomo culture. This photo of a Yorick jump dance basket shows how detailed and intricate these baskets could be made. This basket is made from a flat, woven mat and then rolled up to form a cylinder. Buckskin is used to cover the ends of the cylinder as well as the wooden rods that seal the end of the mat where it is sewn together. California artists honor symbolism that represents their state. Throughout history, California artists have created and utilized symbols in their work that characterize the uniqueness of the state and show their admiration. Such symbols include the grizzly bear as the state animal, the redwood as the state tree, and the golden poppy as the state flower, which was certainly well represented in Lucia's artwork. The symbolism depicted in these two promotional pieces is unmistakable. From the poppies to the grizzly bears to the United States flag, symbolism is everywhere. In conclusion, Lucia Mathews played a very important role in leading the California decorative style along with her husband Arthur. Together, they opened the furniture store in San Francisco to help revive the city after the earthquake which destroyed their studios. Lucia, along with many other great California artists, was inspired by the beauty of the landscape and the symbolism of the state. All California artists share a common admiration for their state, the people and cultures within it, and continue to honor the symbolism of California today.